This isn't a video that's scripted or prepared very well ahead of time. It's really just me talking my thoughts on this whole thing. 2 days ago, as of this recording, people discovered new sprites on the true-end sprite sheet, which are these two spitting baby Gunvolts, or FETOVOLTs as I like to call them. And look, I know even as far back as the Mega Man series, there's always been some anime and manga inspiration behind the series. The aesthetics of classic Mega Man has always been based somewhat around Astro Boy. And let's be honest, Mega Man X is just new human Kashern in a new skin, but at least only the basis of them was inspired by those old works. I think we can all agree classic Mega Man and Mega Man X eventually, as soon as the second game even, found their own identity. Even if there's still sometimes a few nods to older works, like you could say the Space Colony Eurasia incident from X5 is a reference to the first Gundam series. Okay, that's valid, but it's purely that, a reference. At what point does it stop being a reference and just taking wholesale? And that's the issue here. Chojin Lock has always been a manga that has served as a basis for Assure Striker Gunvolt. Even the ending from Gunvolt 2 was pretty much lifted from the ending of the Chojin Lock OVA. But at what point did they forget that they were making a Assure Striker Gunvolt game and not a Chojin Lock game? There's been people in the comments of my previous 3 animations, or 2.5 animations rather, saying, what's the big deal? Classic Mega Man always had a shit plot. Stuff like that. Well, the thing is, classic Mega Man was always made with a Saturday morning cartoon mentality to it. So much when Super Adventure Rockman came out in Japan and it implied people died, Keiji Inafune was upset. Because he thought they should have, considering it's classic Mega Man and not Mega Man X, they should have people jumping off on parachutes similar to G.I. Joe, when the Cobra aircrafts exploded and you could see all the soldiers in parachutes. You know, Saturday morning logic, okay? Gunvolt can't get away with that. Considering Gunvolt, even from its inception, the moment they decided to sell us CD dramas, a novel, the complete works book, even if they're Japan only, there are still official merchandise with official story, especially the CD dramas and the novel, about the world building. They wanted us to take this work seriously. They wanted us, the audience, to actually care for the setting and the characters. And that's fine. I mean, what's the point of fiction if it can't grab you, if you can't feel invested on the characters, on the setting, on the world building? Assure Striker Gunvolt 3 decided to just say, to hell with that. Let's rip off Chojin Lock's ending wholesale, space baby. When I saw the light orb after Morph, and I don't care anymore if this is ending spoilers, screw that, we're long past that. When Morph attacked GB, and there was this orb of light, and I saw the silhouette of a baby, I thought that was the silhouette of Morph, and the energy ball, the flash field, if you will, was GB's power itself being held by Morph. At the time I thought, they can't be this stupid. No. That can't be GB turning into a baby. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And you know what? I will have accepted all of this had they at least given us some closure on what happened in the secret ending of GB2. Is it even a secret ending? It's more of a extended ending. Yeah, it's an extended ending for doing the challenges, and they intentionally did a sequel hook No one forced them. They are their own entity as integrate, and this is their own original IP. It's not like with Mega Man Zero. The original intention was to end the Zero series with 03 in a sort of open conclusion. And Capcom told them, one more go? And even they toyed with the idea of a interquel, yeah? You already know what happened. We got 04, we got a conclusive ending for the Zero series. At what point do you decide to punish the audience for paying attention? At what point do you go, you know what, player? You know how you've been actually getting invested in all of this? How many of you have done fan art and even become known for said fan art in many cases? Well, screw you. Screw you for caring. Screw you for getting invested. And screw all of you who actually bothered to buy the CD dramas, to buy the novel, to get everything and translate them. Because they're Japan only. It's your fault for waiting 6 years. Well, nope. Nope. That's not the audience's fault. And it's not fair to punish the audience for paying attention. I think the worst part was the secret ending. As a friend of mine said, not even Yoko Taro is that disrespectful. But somehow the whole Assure Princess Michiru ending manages to be just a kick in the balls. Just a kick in the balls towards anyone who was invested, who was paying attention, who knew, or rather, expected a conclusion after Xiao's "nothing bad, I promise." And I just want to clarify. The actual gameplay of Azure Striker Gunvolt 3 is amazing. It's Inti Create's finest game. I think as a video game, I hadn't enjoyed a gameplay this much since Mega Man 03. But again, unlike classic Mega Man, they promised us actual world building, actual character development. The previous two games had consequences. Gunvolt is a failed hero. Gunvolt, every time he defeated an enemy, thinking just killing it would solve everyone's issues, created power vacuums. And that made things getting worse and worse. He defeated Sumeragi, we got Eden's terrorists. He defeated Eden, and now we had Xiao with the Muse's pendant. This is not classic Mega Man. They promised us a complete product, and I don't know why we have to justify mediocrity as paying customers, let alone fans of the work. It was not okay when Capcom did it with Mega Man X as it kept changing hands and developers. It's not okay here, less so considering Inti Creates are their own entity. And I believe all of you are better than just settling for mediocrity. I like you, Inti Creates. I always liked your games. But this just creates a bad precedent. Why care about any of the games anymore? Why get invested? If it can just be all disregarded the next game. Because, I don't know. Aizu-san said, we have to make the games more newbie-friendly entry level. So they can enter without context. When Mega Man, again with the Mega Man examples, Mega Man 03, a game they made, had an opening scrolling text explaining what happened the past two games. To put you up to speed, Metroid Dread came out nearly 2 decades after Fusion, and instead of disregarding Fusion, the game opens with an opening cinematic in text and images, retelling the events and the general idea of Metroid Fusion. So, is this Aizu's fault? Is this Tsuda-san's fault because he was reading too much Chojin log in his office? Maybe Tai-san thought the secret ending was a mistake, because that's the largest sticking point. Had that secret ending not happened, I believe it would have been easier to swallow the Gunvolt 3 pill. But That's not it. No what ifs or whats. We got a half-assed product, excellent gameplay, but an absolute miserable failure on the narrative sense, especially because the narrative is a selling point of Gunvolt. It's not an extra sauce, just, here, let's just, for shits and giggles. No, they actually wanted us to take this seriously. I don't know what Inti are going to make with the Gunvolt series anymore, but to hell with it. They betrayed me, they didn't keep their promise, they tricked me, and I don't care anymore.